Hey, Void, how you doing? All right, gonna be trying to get a few catch-up ones done now. My physical stack is not very big, but there's a lot I watched. Well, on streaming and on an airplane, so I'm gonna clear out those ones first. So, recently I had to travel to attend a funeral, and so I spent the plane ride there watching a movie. So, it gave me a chance to catch up on some more recent movies that I just haven't gotten a physical copy of yet, so I haven't gotten around to seeing. So, ended up taking a look at. So, I figured a trip out there, let's go with a bad movie. Or, for what I was hearing was a bad movie, I hadn't actually seen it. And I chose Night Swim. Because nothing about that one sounded good. I hadn't quite watched the trailer, but I had scrolled past one and saw little clips of it while on Reddit, and everything I'd been hearing about it wasn't very good. So I watched it, and it's okay. I was actually expecting this to be a lot worse than it actually was, but that said, it is still does lack in a few areas. It had a more interesting concept than I was expecting. Everything I saw was like, okay, we looked like we got a haunted swimming pool that's probably eating people. Okay, cool, sure, why not? But no, there's actually another layer of what's actually going on here. So, this is about a family that's moving into the house after seems to have been a string of disappearances at this place, but they don't know about that right now. They're moving in to treat it as a therapy home since the father husband character here is a former Major League Baseball player, and however he has an injury or no, it's a disease that's rendering him unable to play. So he's trying to be close to a hospital and this place he could do some water therapy in. Well, as soon as he starts swimming in that pool, he starts getting better. But strange things start happening to people around him. They start seeing things. The lights start flickering off after dark. Ghostly figures are in and around the pool. And the pool keeps seeming to want to kill at least somebody. Because apparently this pool is something like a wishing well, and he just got his wish to get better so he could play again. Problem is, wishes come with a cost, and it doesn't want a coin, it wants a life. So, it keeps trying to take his son, it keeps trying to take a neighbor kid, and it kind of sort of possesses him to fulfill this contract. So yeah, there's some interesting ideas going on here. So, the concept, yeah, that actually is kind of cool. I just wish they had expounded upon it a little bit more. I did kind of like some of the imagery when someone's diving down into the pool and it just goes on forever. And there's a lot of spirits down there. That kind of cool concept. But the people who have been sacrificed to it are still there. Cool. I'm on board with that. A couple things that didn't work quite so well. One, the CG in this movie is terrible. When the ghosts are doing this stupid Marco Polo kind of thing, the CG is embarrassingly bad. And this movie just came out this year, 2024. No, that CG is terrible. The ghost that pops its head up behind her, it looks horrendously bad. The other thing is, I don't know how this works. And in particular in one area. So there's a scene about halfway through where the mother realizes that pool's evil. So she's going out to find the people who lived in the house before because they know that a daughter died there because pool's evil. So she goes to talk to this person who was there, and it seems like their lives are still going great, but it gets a little weird when she actually starts trying to talk to her. At first she denies ever having a daughter. Then eventually she kind of admits it and seems it was worth it, and sounds like she was possessed by the pool to sacrifice her daughter to save her son. But it also sort of makes it seem like she was going to completely on board with this regardless. Now, what I don't get is she's moved away from this pool. She is completely far out and has gotten the wish. So why she is clearly still possessed by the pool as she starts doing some blackwater tears and gets acting all crazy. And like some nearby water just starts bubbling over this dark liquid. It's like, how? What's the reach of this thing? Why is the water in the fountain becoming dirty pool water? I can't quite understand why she still has a connection to it, because it all makes it seem like the proximity to the pool is kind of key. Like when they try leaving him or getting him away from the pool, he starts reacting poorly. Maybe that was because the pool was not allowing him to leave at that time, but I don't know. It just seemed very strange that the other woman scene needed another pass, because it's trying to go in like 3 different directions. First, like she had forgotten her daughter. Another time, like she was actually evil the whole time, and willing to serve. And another one where she's possessed. So it's trying to play 3 angles, and with us not knowing how the fuck the pool actually works. I don't know. So, yeah. Otherwise, the acting is fine. So, plotline is mostly just watching him try to sacrifice someone to the pool, and pool's evil. Another thing I don't get is the title, Night Swim. Has nothing to do with the movie. At all. Some stuff does happen at night, like the opening scene happens at night, and when the mother is swimming in the pool, she sees some stuff while at night, and the Marco Polo scene happens at night, but a lot happens during the day. This thing is not night-bound in any sort of way. Like, there's a pool party going on in broad daylight, and he gets all possessed and starts trying to sacrifice someone right then and there. So, no. Night Swim title. I mean, I wouldn't know what you would call this, but... So, the movie's got some good ideas. They're just a bit poorly developed, and it goes in too many directions, and the CG is bad. But I'll give it 4 MacGuffins. It at least had some ideas and some cool imagery. So, I will give it that. I'll give Night Swim 4. Alright, boy. See you soon.